It's Thursday the 8th of March, we're at Cambridge station, the sun's out, spring's on its way, that's lovely to see. I have a ticket for a most unusual train service. Here we go. I've got a friend with me today because everybody say hey Dave.
Hey Dave.
All of YouTube is now saying hey Dave. Dave, what are we about to go and do? What is this ticket here that I've got?
We're going to do one of the first ever trains through the Canal Tunnels, connecting the East Coast Main Line to the Thameslink core.
The new Thameslink service is here, the Thameslink Programme.
Thameslink 2000 is another imaginative scheme which will take the already successful Thameslink to its next logical stage.
The Thameslink Programme, no, it's very exciting. We're here today to ride new bits of Thameslink, and also I've employed Dave, I'll buy you a tea. I should get you a tea. I'm going to get you to draw some maps to try and get our head around the new service pattern. Are you up for some map drawing?
Yes, map drawing is always fun.
Do you want a tea? And then we'll go get our train.
Sure.
So we're slightly cheating because our day hasn't actually started at Cambridge. It started in London this morning at London Bridge. There was a bit of a media scrum.
So they could attend any time.
We already rode the Canal Tunnels going north, but we thought we'd start the video here at Cambridge. Have you noticed the train descriptor board? It's struggling. It's struggling. Greater Anglia, your train descriptor board cannot cope with the new stations. So Dave, when did these services actually start?
They actually started last Monday on the 26th of February.
You were on the first one?
Yes, well the first Brighton to Cambridge, yes.
You're going to mention your cupcake?
Oh yeah, we got cupcakes because the Thameslink staff came through between Blackfriars and Finsbury Park as a sort of celebratory thing. They were handing out cupcakes. They had the Thameslink logo on top. They were actually quite nice.
Dave bought me a tip.
Speak to staff.
Have you seen it, said it, sorted it, Dave?
Sorted.
That's our friend Matt. If you don't remember Matt from all the stations, this is Matt from all the stations. Look at the camera and say it.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
It's his voice! Every time I get on the Thameslink train, I hear Matt's voice. And sometimes I text and I'm like, I'm listening to your bloody voice again, Matt. And he's like, I'm sorry about that. So, I've brought a whole batch of coloured pens and some plain paper with me. So the thing is that, correct me if I'm wrong here, in the old days, Thameslink, it was just like a north-south railway. Imagine like I want to say spider's web, but if you sort of imagine...
It wasn't even that complicated, was it?
Yeah, there's sort of one point at the top and sort of 3 points at the bottom.
Yeah.
And now, it's become a lot more complicated, hasn't it?
Just a bit.
So your challenge, Dave, I'm going to give you some station in a second. I need you to draw, before we get to London Bridge, can you actually draw what I call like a proper service pattern map?
Yeah, should be fine.
So that core section through, you know, Farringdon will sort of have like 6, 7, maybe 8 lines in there. 12, however many it is.
Yeah,
I
think it's 12.
Oh goodness! Can you draw me a? Well, this is your challenge. But before we do that, it's worth saying that it's March 2018 now.
Yeah.
They're sort of running a couple of services. There's only 1 or 2
trains a day until.
Yeah, and they're sort of slowly ramping it up over the period of several months, and they're sort of phasing in the introduction.
Yeah.
In fact, here's an interview we did with the lovely Roger Perkins from Thameslink earlier on the northbound train, explaining that pattern.
We have been described as the north-south crossrail, but because we're not boring any new tunnels and there's none of those breakthrough pieces, it perhaps doesn't seem as sexy as Crossrail. However, this is our breakthrough moment. This is the train coming through Canal Tunnels, linking two locations, never been linked before by train. And that is Brighton and Cambridge. We've also got trains running between Horsham and Peterborough. And we're using these to prove the route, to train drivers, as we've seen today, and helps us steadily get ready for the new timetable in May. We've got our first trains running between Brighton and Cambridge. Now, maybe not a lot of people will want to make that long journey, but the point of it is that by opening up these tunnels that link the East Coast Main Line with the Thameslink route, we're suddenly connecting thousands, hundreds of thousands of more passengers into Thameslink route. And what does that mean? Well, for them, it's going to cut journey times as well as helping us improve capacity, so we're running longer trains, in many places more frequent trains. They're these high capacity Thameslink services that we're on now. And from May, they'll start running in anger through these canal tunnels between St Pancras and just north of King's Cross, giving people wonderful new journeys. Canal tunnels connect the two routes, but they can't be used in passenger service until London Bridge is finished, because London Bridge is effectively and has been a bottleneck in the rail network. Now what Network Rail have done is they've rebuilt it, they've created 9 through platforms where previously we had 6, and that gives Thameslink 2 dedicated platforms through the station, while at the same time unravelling that spaghetti of track work. So we've got things like the Bermondsey Dive Under that separates our route from others, and it gives Thameslink a nice clear path through the station, so that when we get to the centre of London we'll be able to mix in the trains between Bedford and Brighton and other locations with trains coming off the East Coast Main Line from Peterborough and Cambridge, so that we have by December 19 up to 24 trains an hour. That's a train every 2 to 3 minutes in each direction between Blackfriars and St Pancras.
Just for full disclosure, I do want to say that we bought standard class tickets for nice people from Thameslink and letting us sit in first class. Down here, lovely Roger and the press team again. He's actually given me a paper copy of the map. So I feel like I'm a teacher. I feel like I'm going to I should get like a red pen with crosses and a green pen with ticks. I'm going to rate Dave's attempt to see how close it is to the actual official publication by Thameslink. Are you done, Dave? How are you doing? I think so. He thinks so. All right. Shall I come and mark your work?
You haven't given me enough colours, Geoff.
How can there not? I've given you so many colours. Pens.
But there's not 12 different colours.
There
we
must
need 12.
be.
There really aren't.
Really?
I don't think so.
Then you'll have to do a dotted line for one of them. How many coloured lines?
I'm not sure. Hang on. So
oh, you're right. There's 2 blacks, 2 blues, 2 red. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So we actually needed more colour pens.
Yes.
In the distance down the carriage, Roger is being interviewed. Did he say, was it BBC Look East? There. Look there. Don't look at me. Look down there. Come and join me on this side of first class. Hold up your pretty map, Dave. It looks good. Is it accurate?
I think so.
Just talk me through some of these services.
So each coloured line represents a different service pair.
Yes.
In the eventual December 2019 timetable, each of these lines will be a half-hourly service in both directions.
But hang on, straight away, I want to say you've got services there going to Ashford. So Thameslink will go to Ashford International, is that correct?
Yes.
That's incredible.
Half-hourly service between Cambridge and Ashford International on the V, so run via London Bridge and Maidstone East.
Okay, if you're at Brighton, because are we allowed to reveal that you're a Brighton boy?
Yeah.
Where will you be able to get a Thameslink train to from Brighton?
So, in addition to the existing direct trains to Bedford, which will still be half-hourly, there will also be half-hourly direct trains to Cambridge.
And then Littlehampton trains during the peak will go to where?
To Bedford.
And then you can be able to get, we've gone into a tunnel, it's gone dark, and you'll be able to get a train from Thameslink train from Horsham up to where?
To Peterborough.
To Peterborough. That's an amazing connection to make. Okay. And also, and this is the other fascinating one, that the Rainham. Tell us about the Rainham service.
Yeah, so there will also be a half-hourly service from Rainham. It will essentially replace the existing Charing Cross to Gillingham service.
Okay.
It will run from Rainham in, but it will instead of going the existing route, it will go via Greenwich.
But it's fantastic to see, right?
From May 2018, it will only be 18 trains an hour. It will ramp up in December. It will be 20, and then from May 2019, 22, and then only in December 2019 we get 24 trains an hour.
Okay, so Dave, what you're magically going to do now is that you're going to slowly bring this piece of paper in towards the lens, and as you do, it's hilarious because Roger's just appeared off camera over there. He has provided me with the official map, and we're going to magically blend your hand-drawn map into the official map. Here we go. We're at Finsbury Park. They've told me that when we go through the Canal Tunnel, I might get in the cab again for a shot. Maybe. That would be cool. We're at London Bridge. Okay.
A bit noisy here.
It's a bit noisy here today. Now, the Thameslink train here at the moment has probably got a lot of stand time built into the timetable, correct?
Yeah.
But when they ramp it up to 24 trains an hour, they'll be coming through here every 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, this is just a preview service. They're just running currently 6 trains a day as a sort of partly as a driver training run.
So to summarise, preview services at the moment to exciting destinations such as Horsham and Cambridge. In May of this year, 2018, it goes up to 18 trains an hour for the core. In December of 2019, it goes up to
24.
24, and then when does it go to? It's 24. It's not 28, isn't it? I was going to say 28, but it's 24. It's 24 by December
of 2019.
Of 2019. Dave, thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Geoff.
Do you want a dramatic shot? Or do you walk down the platform? Or do you just want to do a cheesy wave?
Let's just do a cheesy.
Let's do just a cheesy wave. Dave got me a tea. Oh! Outtake.